Stalls are done, but I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about the cost of ignoring those niggling pains that start in your hip and then gradually start referring into your low back. I noticed this first with horses because as a body worker, I found that people didn't pay attention to the little signs, the little differences of length, of the asymmetries and the signs of pain. And people are the same way. They don't pay any attention to that in themselves. But the cost of that is pretty high because, well, in the horse world, if you don't catch a lameness issue when it's just beginning, it can turn into a $4,000 vet bill. But now I realize that in the human world, if you have insurance, it might cost you, I don't know, $400 to $1,000 a month to keep that insurance. But if you're not using it because you don't understand that muscle injuries happen slowly over time, chronic ones do, and that there's something you can do to prevent it, you're going to end up with a surgery at some point for a hip or a knee or a shoulder when it can be prevented. And I come from a family that's values humility, so I usually just say that I've been doing this since about 1997, but the truth is that even before I did my Feldenkrais training, before I did my massage training, I was actually an apprentice at a massage place. So I have been committed to this since the late 80s, actually. And it's become more and more clear that the most effective way to deal with injuries is to prevent them and to heighten your ability to sense what's going on with your body. So to increase your body awareness, and that way you can nip it in the bud, so that instead of it becoming anywhere from $1,000 to a $30,000 surgery, which also includes months of pain and painful rehabilitation, and the potential for cutting your lymphatic system, or when they cut your nerve, sometimes they just consider that collateral damage. They don't tell you that in advance. So the cost of ignoring these little pains is huge. And that's why I would really like to get you to realize the urgency that if you start now to train your nervous system to be able to detect these things in advance and to learn how to let it self-regulate with awareness through movement, you can nip these things in the bud, and you can actually become more mobile as you age. I'm doing a class that starts in February. I only do it twice a year. There'll be a local one for people here in Medford, Southern Oregon, and there will be one on Zoom for the international community. And we're going to focus on the upper body, but one of the tactics that Feldenkrais was so intelligent about, realizing that you're dealing with a system, not a local problem, is sometimes he found that working with the other end of your body is a much less confrontational way to get tendons and ligaments to reset their resting length neurologically. So if this sounds intriguing, check out the links and information below. There's an early bird pricing, save $40 before August 31st.